Hello and welcome to this interview with Elaine Westbrooks. Elaine is the Vice Provost for University Libraries here at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and our University Librarian. Welcome, Elaine. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
To start, just briefly describe the kind of work you do as University Librarian.
Well, I lead a large organization of over 250 archivists, librarians, and staff, and we hire dozens of students. And we really focus on a number of things largely devoted to making information freely accessible to our students, faculty, and staff, as well as the citizens of the state of North Carolina. And our mandate is about preserving the complex history and culture of the state so that human knowledge is available. We're very much dedicated to helping students be successful as information consumers and producers. And then finally, we're very much focused on preserving that scholarly record so that our scholars can take knowledge and create new knowledge.
Great, thank you. So how does technology affect the knowledge work that you and your staff do in the libraries?
Oh, technology is just completely transform librarianship. And a perfect example is the switch of content, which is now predominantly electronic. And that switch has led us to transform our technology infrastructure so that we're very much focused on storage and cloud systems so that we're able to deliver ebooks, e-maps, e-journals, e-serials, everything, data, for example, to you all online via the internet. The other aspect I would say is that it's critical that we think about our users who come through our website. And so usability is really important, and we need technology to be a more accessible institution. And we also are using technology to make amazing discoveries, such as use machine learning to analyze data for text mining. And so technology has completely transformed how we approach our work, how we organize information, how we access information, which in turn changes the way you discover the information that we license, but also the information that our amazing librarians and archivists are able to create, but also make available to everyone.
Well, that's a terrific answer. Thank you so much. You know, we've been suffering through this pandemic for more than 2 years now. How has COVID really sort of changed practice in the libraries?
It's been really interesting because we've learned that the brick and mortar library is really important, and we've known how much our students, faculty, and staff really like to come to a space, access technology, access collections, and access the expertise. But it's also been pretty clear that the convenience of accessing our expertise via Zoom, via online referrals, online consultations, I mean, that has grown exponentially. I mean, we have much more interactions with our users now that we have switched to the Zoom model. And so I would say that the in-person experience is important, but the virtual experience is not necessarily inferior, and it has allowed us to do, I think, new and interesting things to interact and engage our communities, whether they're students, faculty, and staff, or citizens sitting in Charlotte or in Asheville.
Yeah, we've suffered, but we've also learned, and you know, it's really interesting what we've learned. So finally, a question that I know is of great interest to our students and our faculty. You know, what kind of advice would you provide to students at SILS to just help to prepare them for this kind of rapidly changing, very dynamic professional practice world that we're all living in?
Well, the number one thing I'm looking for is problem solvers. Things are changing around us so quickly. The way we acquire content, I mean, there's just so many things that are different. And so we need people who are flexible and adept at changing quickly, learning new skills, applying those skills, upskilling, doing all those things as the technology changes around us and as our users' needs evolve. And so that problem solving is critical. The other component I add is that we are living in a multiracial democracy,
Mhm.
and our democracy is critical, and we have to ensure that our citizens are informed. We have to ensure that our citizens understand what it means to live in a multiracial democracy, and to me, that's what libraries are about. They're about truth, they're about memory and information, and that cannot be realized in a multiracial democracy if people don't have access to information, or the information they have access to is propaganda, it's misinformation, it's disinformation. So think about that being a citizen in a democracy, and how libraries and information systems and companies, how we all contribute to that multiracial democracy.
Well said. Really, really important. This has been terrific. Thank you so much. I'll look forward to seeing you face to face soon.
Thank you, Gary. I really appreciate it.